Please like the video and share it so that it reaches many more people and you get sawaba, or rewards from Allah. This could be a sawabe jariyah or continuous reward for you long after you are gone.
Volume 9, Book 92, number 454. Narrated by Abu Hurairah. Allah's Apostle said, "Horses may be used for three purposes. For a man they may be a source of reward, in the hereafter; for another, a means of protection; and for another, a source of sin. The man for whom they are a source of reward is the one who keeps them for Allah's cause and ties them with long ropes and lets them graze in a pasture or garden. Whatever those long ropes allow him to eat of that pasture or garden will be written as good deeds for him, and if they break their ropes and run 1 or 2 rounds, then all their footsteps and dung will be written as good deeds for him. And if they pass a river and drink from it, though he has had no intention of watering him, even then, that will be written as good deeds for him. So such horses are a source of reward for that man. For the man who keeps horses for his livelihood in order not to ask others for help or beg his bread, and at the same time he does not forget Allah's right of what he earns through them, and of their backs, that he presents it to be used in Allah's cause, such horses are a shelter for him from poverty. For the man who keeps them just out of pride and for showing off, they are a source of sin." Then Allah's Apostle was asked about donkeys. He said, "Allah has not revealed anything to me regarding them except this comprehensive verse. Then anyone who has done good, equal to the weight of an atom, or a small ant, shall see it. And anyone who has done evil, equal to the weight of an atom, or a small ant, shall see it." 99.78. Volume 9, Book 92, number 455. Narrated by Aisha. A woman asked the Prophet, Hadith 456. Volume 9, Book 92, number 456. Narrated by Aisha. A woman asked the Prophet about the periods, how to take a bath after the periods. He said, "Take a perfumed piece of cloth and clean yourself with it." She said, "How shall I clean myself with it, O Allah's Apostle?" The Prophet said, "Clean yourself." She said again, "How shall I clean myself, O Allah's Apostle?" The Prophet said, "Clean yourself with it." Then I knew what Allah's Apostle meant. So I pulled her aside and explained it to her. Volume 9, Book 92, number 457. Narrated by Ibn Abbas. Hafid bint al-Harith bin Hazan presented the Prophet with some butter, dried yogurt, curd milk, and mastigers as a gift. The Prophet then asked for a meal, mastigers etc. to be put, and it was eaten over his tablecloth, but the Prophet did not eat of it, as he had aversion to it. But if it had been illegal to eat, it would not have been eaten over his tablecloth, nor would he have ordered that mastigers meat to be eaten. Volume 9, Book 92, number 458. Narrated by Jabir bin Abdullah. The Prophet said, "Whoever has eaten garlic or onion should keep away from us, or should keep away from our mosque and should stay at home." Ibn Wahb said, "Once a plate full of cooked vegetables was brought to the Prophet at Badr. Detecting a bad smell from it, he asked about the dish and was informed of the kinds of vegetables it contained. He then said, 'Bring it near,' and so it was brought near to one of his companions who was with him. When the Prophet saw it, he disliked eating it and said to his companion, "Eat, for I talk in secret to ones whom you do not talk to." Volume 9, Book 92, number 459. Narrated by Jubair bin Mut'im. A lady came to Allah's apostle and she talked to him about something, and he gave her some order. She said, "O Allah's apostle, if I should not find you." He said, "If you should not find me, then go to Abu Bakr." Ibrahim bin Sa'd said, as if she meant the death of the Prophet. Volume 9, Book 92, number 460. Narrated by Abu Hurairah. The people of the book used to read the Torah in Hebrew and then explain it in Arabic to the Muslims. Allah's apostle said to the Muslims, "Do not believe the people of the book, nor disbelieve them, but say, we believe in Allah and whatever is revealed to us, and whatever is revealed to you." Volume 9, Book 92, number 461. Narrated by Ubaydullah. Ibn Abbas said, "Why do you ask the people of the scripture about anything while your book, Quran, which has been revealed to Allah's apostle, is newer and the latest? You read it pure, undistorted and unchanged. And Allah has told you that the people of the scripture, Jews and Christians, changed their scripture and distorted it, and wrote the scripture with their own hands and said, 'It is from Allah,' to sell it for a little gain. Does not the knowledge which has come to you prevent you from asking him about anything? No, by Allah, we have never seen any man from them asking you regarding what has been revealed to you." Volume 9, Book 92, number 462. Narrated by Aisha. After the slanderers had given a forged statement against her, Allah's apostle called Ali bin Abi Talib and Osama bin Zaid when the divine inspiration was delayed. He wanted to ask them and consult them about the question of divorcing me. Osama gave his evidence that was based on what he knew about my innocence, but Ali said, "Allah has not put restrictions on you and there are many women other than her. Furthermore, you may ask the slave girl who will tell you the truth." So the Prophet asked Barira, my slave girl, "Have you seen anything that may arouse your suspicion?" She replied, "I have not seen anything more than that she is a little girl who sleeps, leaving the dough of her family, unguarded, that the domestic goats come and eat it." Then the Prophet stood on the pulpit and said, "O Muslims! Who will help me against the man who has harmed me by slandering my wife? By Allah, I know nothing about my family except good." The narrator added, "Then the Prophet mentioned the innocence of Aisha." See Hadith number 274, Volume 6. Volume 9, Book 92, number 463. Narrated by Aisha. Allah's apostle addressed the people, and after praising and glorifying Allah, he said, "What do you suggest me regarding those people who are abusing my wife? I have never known anything bad about her." The sub-narrator, Urwa, said, "When Aisha was told of the slander, she said, 'O Allah's apostle, will you allow me to go to my parents' home?' He allowed her and sent a slave along with her. An Ansari man said, 'Subhanaka, it is not right for us to speak about this. Subhanaka, this is a great lie.'"